Howdy everybody, Jason Salas here telling you about a wonderful event now in its second year to help the very wonderful young people down at Inarajan Elementary School. And I've enlisted the help of a very good friend of mine, Chris Barnett, from
Thank you, Jay.
Way in the back over there.
Right, from just right around the way. Tremendously wonderful event.
Yeah.
Going down the second annual Chiefs Day to benefit the students of Inarajan Elementary School. And we're going to the second annual. First one, of course, was about a year ago. And coincidentally, it happens in Mes Chamorro. So this Sunday, Gef Palgo, I mean, it really couldn't pick a more beautiful venue. Man, I've got a lot of great local artists. It's all local, man. No one imported. All local artists to kind of celebrate not just Chamorro music, but local culture as well and local music. So it's a heck of a lineup, man. And, you know, it's crazy when the first one came last year, I was calling up, you know, a lot of the guys who have come on Live Local Fridays. And this year, they must have read my mind because they were calling me and they're like, hey, Chris, how can we get involved? So it's just going to be a great lineup.
Well, and I like the way you phrase that because I remember you were asked to help last year. People said like, hey, Chris, you know, do you mind giving us some assistance? And you really took a lot of ownership of that. And you're like, hey, it's for the kids. You know, there's a lot of us down there. Most people have family down there and everything like that. And it's, I mean, the venue is amazing and it's for a great cause.
And it wasn't really about me taking ownership. It's just like, you know, the teachers are busy teaching. You know what I mean? The PTO down there, they're busy doing stuff to improve the school. So, I mean, I work in a great business here. You know, KWAM's helped out tremendously with Chiefs Day, you know, by providing a lot of valuable airtime like this segment here. And, you know, I also want to thank our friends over at MidPack because they made, again, this year a very generous donation. But really it comes down to the artists and the musicians that come out and give so generously of their time. You know what I mean? I've got, you know, Mixed Plate. We've got Eric Bora, Masaya Hoffa. I've got, you know, even Polly Eric. You know, Polly Eric. You know Polly Eric.
Forbes.
He loves you. He's coming down and he's going to give a talk about the history of Inarajan and you know, a little kind of history of the Chiefs. You know, Chief Godow is one of the most famous Chamorro chiefs, and that's why Inarajan Elementary is home of the Chiefs. So he told me, he's like, Chris, I've got a great talk prepared. They're going to forget all about the band. So, you know, he's really talking a big game.
Well, none of us on Guam will ever really need Ancestry.com as long as Polly Eric is around. Because the first thing he's going to say to you is, what have you had to eat today?
Yeah.
And can we break down the intricacies of your Chamorro food? And I know your lineage.
He does.
He's going to go like, you know, 3 or 4 generations deep and tell you who you're related to.
I mean,
this is not a joke. He's very
10 minutes after meeting him, he was like, yeah, and your great great grandma's great great grandma is so and so and so and so. And so, hey, I've got Mike LaGuardia Jr. You know, his brother Matt came last year for the first Chiefs Day, but he's deployed defending our freedom. So Mike LaGuardia Jr., 5 on it from Umatic. I've got Zach Kanata, Michelle Uggan. They're going to be helped out by Ryan Imamura. I've got Hudley, great band. They're coming back. Man, it's going to be awesome. I've got Ben Nagauta, who's from Malesu, but secretly wishes he was from Inarajan. And there's always a friendly rivalry of the southern villages. And, you know, we're going to have fiesta food. Just all kinds of great stuff. And Annette and Gef Palgo, they were just on Live Local Fridays. They're going to come through and do a great, they did a really good Bendishana blessing ceremony to open the concert last year. So
now, because it is Chiefs Day, it's not one of those things where people just go down to Inarajan. It's from 2 to 4 in the afternoon and everything like that. This is truly like, come down, you know, come when it first starts in the morning, spend some time, listen to great bands throughout the day, have more than one plate, meet some really awesome people, and then watch the sunset.
Yeah, you got to. And I mean, it's right there on Inarajan Bay. And, you know, what I think is really cool is that not only do we have this great show with all the music, there's it was supposed to start at 2, but because we had so many different bands wanting to help out, I actually had to, you know, bump it to start at 11. So we're going to have live music at 11. You just come through. It's $10 ticket to get in, and all the money goes to the kids. And we got tickets at May's store, and they'll be at the door. So I hope to see you guys down south.
All right. Well, thanks so much for everything you do. And thank you for supporting this amazing cause that is Chiefs Day to help the kids at Inarajan Elementary School. We'll be back right after this.